Welcome to Cinema Universe, where we dive deep into the heart of your favorite movies and characters. Today, we're unraveling the enigmatic persona of a hero turned villain. Imagine a world where Batman, the Dark Knight, is not just a hero, but the ultimate villain. Intrigued? Stay tuned as we uncover the shocking truths that will change the way you see Gotham's Guardian forever. But first, don't forget to subscribe and join us on this thrilling journey through the world of cinema. You won't want to miss what we have in store. Now let's begging. Batman is a villain. Now the reason why I came up with this video is because I have studied some of Batman actions in the comics and animation. In a world where heroes are revered and villains are feared, there exists a figure who blurs the line between light and shadow. A figure whose actions have sparked debate and controversy among fans and critics alike. That figure is Batman. But what if I told you that the Dark Knight, the symbol of justice, is not always what he seems? Batman's contingency. In the Justice League's most dire hour, when their greatest foes united against them, Batman's preparations came to light. Each member of the League found themselves targeted by their own weaknesses that only Batman had foreseen and exploited. Wonder Woman, bound by the lasso of truth, was forced to confront her deepest doubts and fears, sowing discord within her own mind. The Flash, lured into a trap of slowing time, found himself unable to use his speed, trapped in a perpetual state of motionlessness. Green Lantern, his ring manipulated to create constructs of his darkest fears, fought illusions that felt all too real. Aquaman, deprived of water, weakened to a state of near helplessness, a stark reminder of his dependency on the ocean. Superman, perhaps the most vulnerable, was exposed to a synthesized form of kryptonite, weakening him to a fraction of his strength, a reminder that even the Man of Steel had his limits. As the League struggled against these calculated assaults, they turned to Batman, only to find that his distrust had led him to hide the true extent of his preparations. Alone, he stood against them, his contingency plans enacted without hesitation, revealing a truth they could not ignore. Batman, the Dark Knight, had always seen them as potential threats. His loyalty to the League overshadowed by his belief in their fallibility. In the aftermath, the Justice League stood fractured, their trust in each other shattered by the revelation of Batman's actions. The Dark Knight, ever vigilant, watched from the shadows, a solitary figure whose actions had saved them, yet whose methods had divided them. Absolutely, here's a draft focusing on Batman's personality and trust issues in Injustice, Gods Among Us. The unyielding paranoia of the Bat. In a world torn asunder by the fall of a hero, Batman stood as a beacon of resistance, yet his methods and motives were shrouded in darkness. In the aftermath of the tragedy that befell Metropolis, Superman's descent into tyranny, and the formation of the regime, Batman's distrust of his former allies became palpable. Gotham, once his domain, became a battleground where Batman waged a war of attrition against Superman's forces. His arsenal, once a symbol of justice, now a testament to his unyielding paranoia, designed to counter not only the regime but also his former allies should they turn against him. Superman, the Man of Steel, struggled to comprehend Batman's actions. His attempts at reconciliation met with suspicion and defiance. It took 5 long years for Superman to finally apprehend Batman, a testament to the Dark Knight's resolve and cunning. Yet, even in captivity, Batman remained defiant, his belief in his mission unshaken. To Superman, Batman was a tragic figure, a hero consumed by his own demons, unable to trust even those who once called him friend. In the end, Batman's legacy was one of tragedy and triumph, a man who sacrificed everything in the name of justice, yet lost his way in the darkness. The betrayal of Cyborg. Among those who suffered from Batman's unyielding distrust was Cyborg, once a valued member of the Justice League, now a pawn in Batman's game of shadows. In his quest to oppose Superman's regime, Batman exploited Cyborg's cybernetic enhancements, turning them against him. Cyborg, torn between loyalty to his former allies and the belief in Superman's vision of a better world, became a target of Batman's contingency plans. His cybernetic enhancements, once a source of strength, became a liability as Batman hacked into his systems, manipulating him to serve his own ends. Cyborg, betrayed by those he once trusted, found himself torn between 2 conflicting ideologies, his mind and body manipulated by forces beyond his control. In the end, he chose to stand with Superman, believing in his vision of a world where heroes could govern without the need for secrecy and mistrust. Batman's actions towards Cyborg were a stark reminder of the lengths to which he would go to achieve his goals, even at the cost of betraying those who once stood by his side. Batman is often considered dangerous due to several factors. 1. Intelligence and strategic planning. Batman is one of the smartest characters in the DC universe. His strategic mind and ability to plan for any situation make him a formidable opponent. This intelligence can be dangerous when used to outmaneuver his enemies or manipulate situations to his advantage. 2. Combat skills. Batman is a master martial artist, trained to the peak of human physicality. His combat skills make him a dangerous adversary in hand-to-hand combat, able to take down opponents much larger or stronger than himself. 3. Technology and resources. Batman's vast wealth allows him access to cutting-edge technology and resources. His arsenal of gadgets, vehicles, and suits make him a highly adaptable and dangerous opponent. 4. Psychological warfare. Batman often uses fear and intimidation as weapons. His persona as the Dark Knight strikes fear into the hearts of criminals, making them more likely to surrender or flee. 5. Moral ambiguity. Batman's strict moral code, while admirable, can also be dangerous. His refusal to kill or use lethal force can sometimes lead to situations where criminals escape justice, potentially causing more harm in the future. Overall, Batman's dangerousness stems from a combination of his intelligence, combat skills, resources, and moral code, which make him a complex and compelling character in the DC universe. And there you have it, folks. The dark and dangerous world of Batman, where trust is a luxury and even the greatest heroes have their weaknesses. Don't forget to subscribe for more intriguing insights into the world of comics and superheroes. Until next time, stay vigilant, stay heroic, and always watch out for the shadows.